Picture this. You arise from a deep slumber. You open your eyes and see nothing. You hear nothing. But you can feel the ground. It feels stony. You grab some stones and pick one up that feels strange. There's a mark. You rub it, and a great white light shines, and you regain your sight and see a world in perpetual night with a great sense of purpose to explore this intriguing new world. Welcome to Stone Story RPG. Created by game dev Gabriel Santos, better known as Standard Combo, Stone Story was originally released on August 8, 2019 for Windows, Mac, and Linux on Steam, before being available for Android and iOS on July of 2023 by their indie studio named Martian Rex. Stone Story is an ASCII animated auto RPG created on the Unity game engine that centered around battling dangerous foes, crafting tools and weapons, and exploring through what was once a prosperous world, now shrouded in darkness after being brought to life by the Sightstone. As for this review, I'll be playing on the mobile Android version of this game because my laptop can't run Steam. Now, without further ado, this is my review of Stone Story RPG. To start, we'll go with... Now, you may notice how different this game looks to others you've played in the past. It's all made up of letters and symbols from the keyboards on our phones and PCs. This is called ASCII art. ASCII, which stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange, is just, to put simply, all the text and symbols you see on every device capable of typing. And Standard Combo decided to make a complex game with just that. With it being made with ASCII art, you'd expect to have something incomprehensible and too complex to look at. But the amount of characters and symbols we have in ASCII, including all the special characters, Standard Combo has created a beautifully stunning game that looks like something made in the 80s that would rival alongside Super Mario Bros. And Tetris. With dynamic backgrounds of every location you explore that have such tiny but charming little details that will leave you in awe, to the designs of the little creatures and NPCs you meet. And even though your character is just a plain stickman who walks like Skips from regular show, they get really creative with the designs and animations of all the enemies and NPCs. From the mosquitoes having little flapping wings really fast, to the branches of talking trees that sway around, and even to the
giant enemy spider.
and so much more that you just have to see for yourself. Now that graphics are done, we can now do Now, when I said this game is an auto RPG, you may think, oh, it's just another one of them idle cookie RPGs where you do nothing. But it's not. because it's not that kind of game. It has AI that auto attacks enemies and auto harvests materials for you, sure, but that's just it. It's not full autoplay or turn based. You still have to pay attention and check when you need to heal, when you need to change weapons for the right enemy or situation, or you will die and lose progress. Though the game isn't as fast paced as other auto RPGs, it makes clearing areas easier for you since you have more time to react and change your loadouts for said enemy. And as you progress, more enemies and more harder levels will arise. So in the long run, you have to pay more attention and control your equipment slots and health when dealing with said enemies as the game progresses. And with tons of different weapons, with different crafting recipes and element types, you have to balance and organize your toolbar, right here, to clear an area that will get progressively harder. And coupled with this is the great soundtrack that plays along as you're in these different locations. And here are a few of my personal favorites. And now that we're done with gameplay, we can now move on to for the user interface side of things. As you can see, it's mostly dark. And since the main colors of the game are black and white, it's really easy on the eyes for all of us dark mode lovers out there. And there's the occasional shine when you do or find something new. So if you're playing in the dark, it's a good way to burn your eyes. But in all seriousness, the user interface is very intuitive. From the illustrations of the locations in the location tab, to the menus that slide up for the different workstations to brew potions or upgrade and discover new items. As for the user experience, it's enjoyable. It's a great game when you feel like cleansing your palate after playing an intense, high-octane game. It's easy on the eyes and has an amazing soundtrack to pair with. Although, I have one nitpick about this game, and it's inventory organization. The more you explore, the more stuff you find. Yeah, wow, shocking, I know. But the way the game handles inventory is like how you would place your toys back when you were 3. It gets very cluttered and disorganized as you progress, finding new items and new stuff, which would be okay if you can move your stuff around and organize it however you like. Just like that one game, it's Dig Make, I don't know, it's probably that. And now that we're at the outro, I'd like to say that I highly recommend this game. It is very fun, the storyline is great, and the soundtrack is definitely worth a listen. It's free on the App Store and free on Google Play, and if you have Steam, it's free there. So that is all. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.